Hi and welcome to Demasked. I'm Frezzman. Today I'm joined by the illustrious DasBoSchitt.
Hey y'all.
So I've been a fan of your stuff for a really long time, and dude, like it's I've seen the tutorials and I still can't figure out how you do the things you do in Gmod.
It's a long time and hard work. It takes me a while, as you can clearly tell by some videos. The production rate from a the first video from up until this point, the most recent video, but it sure has been a while.
Well, what would you say was the longest one to work on?
I feel like the newer videos have been longer to work with because of how much effort I have to put into them instead of the first ones where I didn't was like, oh, like I didn't have to put much effort into that, but it was still pretty fun to do it. But mostly the recent videos, I feel like that was the hardest videos to do.
Hmm. And you can definitely see as the videos roll on, the quality certainly just goes through the roof, honestly.
Yeah,
But I've been,
and like most of the things that I try to put in there is like I don't know, like some sort of like recent topics or something just for fun to throw in there. Like who doesn't want like a little laugh in there, right?
mm, and I spent a lot of time in in high school, just like, have you seen this one? Have you seen this one that just came out?
Uh, yeah, that was. I like how near the start, at the start, I was like, if you like this sort of content, just if you subscribe, I'll keep it going. And that's what people started doing. They started rolling in. I was like, I could just, I could have fun doing this. Like, this is like, I always wanted to do this.
Now, would you say it's easier to make videos in Source Filmmaker or in Garrys Mod?
Um, I mean, Source Filmmaker is easier, but Garry's Mod, they're both almost the same. But Gmod has like this like thing that you can't get away, that you can't get from anywhere else. You know how you have that old movie, and you just can't get that old timey thing out of it, just like with a newer video or newer movie that's been revamped.
Yeah, it has a sort of charm to it.
Yeah, that's what you get from Gmod, right? If you make an animation from Gmod, you get that you get that pride in your video, like, yeah, I did this in this game. Like not from like Source Filmmaker, like, yeah, I just did this on Source Filmmaker, but from this game, like, you have some like real pride from it.
And it seems like there's got to be a little more a lot less fine tuning, but a lot more almost chance for a shot to go correctly in Garry's Mod.
Yeah, everything's all finicky. As you saw, well, if you looked at a blooper that I showed you that I made a video in one day, you could see how like crazy everything can be. Cause I made that video in Gmod, and everything can just go wrong in like I don't know any moment. If I like put his arm, like if I had a character and I put his arm too close to his face, like it could just like spaz out and do whatever the hell it wants. But you know,
Mm.
it
Well,
it can't control it.
oh yeah. From what I've seen, certain models have this weird problem where, if their right hand tries to go to their left shoulder, then their arm just freaks out.
Oh, yeah, I had to. A lot of times I just had to stay away from stuff like that. Like, if there was, like, something wrong with the model, I just tried to, stay away from all that, So I could, get this video done as time costly as possible and as production, like, wise as possible.
Mm. Well, what would you say would be your your favorite Idiot Box episode to make?
Probably episode one, you
Really?
know, really. Episode one I was determined to make a video even if people didn't like it or did like it. I still had fun making it. With the newer episodes, I'm like, okay, everyone's either gonna like it or little people are not gonna like it. But the first video, that's the determining factor. And
Mm-hmm.
I had the most best time making everything in that video.
Fair enough. Now, I've seen jokes about it throughout the videos, but I've never really caught on because I not caught on as in I wasn't a fan, but I just didn't understand. What's the deal with Renamon?
Renamon? Oh, um,
Or do I want to know?
it's not really a joke. It's very much the person. They could put it in their own way of how they feel like it, but mainly it's just the viewer's view to put on that, you know? I mainly put it in there just because of how, if people want to think of it like this, they'll think of it like this. I don't care how they feel about it. I just did it just because, you know?
I, yeah, I mean,
I mean,
that's a solid argument. Just because.
you might have like a totally different view of like what I might have on it, and so might the next person have on it. But
Mm.
I just put it in there for fun.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was part of some inside joke that I had missed because when I first saw Renamon in the earlier episodes, I didn't understand even what Renamon was.
Well, you know, it was just I don't I forgot what is it from like Digimon? She's like from what is she from? I forgot. It's been forever.
I think
I
so.
just have the model and I put her in. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this because you know how people are with like Renamon. People have like some sort of like weird thing with it. Some
Yep.
people, some those people, the people that the outliers. We don't talk about those.
the
You know,
the people
yeah,
that the people that adhere to the 34th rule.
right? I don't know. I just had it in there. I was like, okay, this will do. This will do. Uh,
But well, your videos actually are what got me into like playing Garry's Mod in the first place.
really now. I
Like,
thought I thought it'd be like other stuff.
no, actually, like if I remember, somebody, I believe it was, I want to say middle school or something. Somebody brought it up where they're like, "Hey, have you seen the series Gmod Idiot Box? What's Gmod? What's that about?" And that, like, it's weird that I heard about Gmod first, and then I heard about Half Life.
Oh no. Well, most people are like that. They're like, "Oh, Gmod, it's that game," and then they're like, "Half Life. What the hell's Half Life?" And then they're like, oh, these are all of those characters. It's all adding up now."
I mean, all these years later, I'm still, preaching the gospel of Half Life. Well, have you played Half Life? No. Well, you should really play it. It's really good.
Oh my.
I
Yeah,
know
Half
there
Life
hasn't
was
been a
real
third
old.
game in like 10 years, but
Man.
so what how did the Idiot Box come about? Like what spurred making an episode?
Um, just something I thought I put together was funny. I don't know exactly.
I mean, sometimes it's all you need, really.
Yeah, just put some thought into something and boom, you already have an idea.
Yeah. I'm rolling back through all these videos here on the channel. uh I I gotta say one of my favorite videos on here is either episode 7 or Duke Nukem Forever Quest.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying. Yeah, I'm looking back through these episodes here, and I gotta say, either my favorite one's got to be episode 7 or Duke Nukem Forever Quest.
Um, Oh, those ones. Yeah, those are pretty good.
Well, by the looks of it here, you've got a YouTube poop as well.
Keep it going. What do you mean?
The YouTube poop video, Bobby's sanity meter is low.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
I've always wondered that about YouTube poops. Does that take longer than making a? Well, I mean, it probably does take a little less time than making a Gmod Idiot Box episode.
Uh, um, I don't know exactly what to say.
Oh, it's alright.
Hmm. I don't know what to say about that. Um, can you try to reword that? I don't know how to wrap
Sure.
my mind about what you said.
Um, does it? Let's see. Does it? You know what? I lost the word there. Does it take more time to make a YouTube poop than it does to edit a Gmod Idiot Box episode?
I think YouTube poop takes longer to
Mm,
make an actual video
I mean,
because you have to like mash some things together.
oh yeah, you have to keep going over audio and video over and over.
Yeah.
Now, how did the LP and Phil series come about, or YouTube Avenue, I should say?
Oh, um, a friend wanted me to do something like that, and I was like, sure, I'll just do it for fun. And it was pretty interesting. We got a little storyline about it. It was pretty fun.
About a certain Phil.
Yeah.
See, that was also my introduction to Darkside Phil. like your 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 guys' satirical take on Phil, I I from what I've seen compared to the man himself, seems almost undercutting how terrible he is.
The most talking about YouTube poop. Um, well, not YouTube poop. YouTube Avenue is my favorite character probably on there is LP. You know,
Mm,
the big monster guy from Finny Blade.
mm. Uh,
Oh,
who voiced LP?
just a friend of mine, really.
Hmm.
Like he was just like the friend that told me to do it. He said that, oh, I'll voice this guy for you. I was like, oh, sure. Like I'll have some like time off my chest to get someone else to do it.
Yeah.
So I mainly thought of LP, and you know, I mainly thought of LP being the role model and like the person that corrects everything.
Mm.
And well, yeah. And he's just like he puts him into place to make sure he doesn't like buy some like dumb things like he did on episode 1 where he had this Xbox and it broke and he's all mad about it. He was like, okay, I'll fix this and I'll go steal another Xbox from the neighbors.
Now, did you do the writing on YouTube Avenue?
Some of it, but not all of it.
Mm.
LP did most of his work, and I just did some other characters.
Hmm. Uh, so, um, I, it's been a while since I've watched these vicious cycle of playing medic.
Wait, wait, which video are you talking about?
It's called they're called Giblets. It's the vicious cycle series.
Oh my. Oh my. These ones. Oh, oh no. Oh my. These are very, very old ones.
I mean, they're not
Well, they're
that.
not as old, but they're I've completely blocked these ones out of my mind.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Oh, looking back on them, it's just Giblets playing engineer, playing sniper, playing medic, playing heavy. Oh, goodness. Oh, I don't know what to say about them. They're pretty nice though. I don't know. 4 years ago, uh, doing TF2 animations, that was actually pretty good. It was really hard to do TF2 models on Gmod. It
Hmm.
was it was such a pain. That was like the hardest thing I had to do.
Hmm.
So I'm actually proud of these ones.
Well, it seems like with the TF2 models, if you over like face pose one of them, their face
Yeah, and
just
they
kind of
like
explodes.
yeah, it goes crazy. Yeah, I couldn't really do much with any of these, but it was still pretty funny nonetheless.
Hmm.
See, like with Soldier, how you have his wide eyes and like his face grin. Yeah, I
Hmm.
actually messed up on that part, and I was like, okay, I'll keep it like that because it's pretty funny.
Just kind of just watch his face explode, and it'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there another thing you want to talk about?
Well, I had I believe a couple more questions here. Let's see. So, you've been doing Gmod Idiot Box for around about 10 years or so.
Correct.
Um, are you? Well, I shouldn't say details of future projects, but would you say you're working on anything, or are you more kind of mired down with work, like work?
A little mired down with work. I'm starting to get stuff together with the future YouTube video. That's all I can really say about it, but I'm getting stuff together.
Well, I mean, that's good to hear. Like, it's always good to see some sort of notification from this
Progress.
channel.
You don't really see a lot of that.
Yeah, and I know a lot of this takes a lot of work, so I'm willing to wait. And I know some people are weirdly impatient about it.
Oh yeah, how the people are like, oh my god, he's dead.
What do you mean it took a year? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Oh goodness. So do you remember like the weird Half-Life 2 community?
Uh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't see them around as much anymore, but like Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, how there was like Armbiter's Cafe and all that,
Yeah, yeah.
and there's that guy who apparently thought he shared a similarity with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Like, you remember those maps like Hometown 1999 and Amsterdam?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
like those maps are a time capsule onto themselves.
I mean, you can't replace them. All right, you could try to make it better, but you can't have that old feel. Like I said, you can't take that oldness away from like old videos or movies. You can't just take that away.
You can't take away that like Gmod 9 feeling.
Right. Ugh.
Um,
I'm su- the only thing I'm surprised is that have you heard of the Gorgeous Freeman series that I've been doing with some other person?
yeah, you've been working on that?
I've done one character on there.
Really?
I had to voice one character. Yeah.
Who was it?
It was what was his name? Not Doctor. No. What's his name? I can't think of his name. There was like a certain name that he had, but in the game I think it was Doctor. I don't know. He's like Half-Life 2 Combine leader,
Oh,
and
Wallace Breen.
yeah, that guy. And he was in the video. He was acting gay, and had to do something, not something. And I had to like voice that, and it was pretty funny.
Are you? So is Antoine Delac working on any future Gorgeous Freeman? Has he contacted you for any more VO work?
I haven't got anything about him. It's all up to I don't know. If he wanted me to do something, he would ask me, but I have no details.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he's like busy with school or something to that effect.
Yeah, that I don't really know exactly, but prob I think he might be. I don't know. I think he's like doing some
Mm.
not college work, but actual work.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know exactly.
Have you heard of jeez, what's his name? I believe it's James Benson.
James Benson.
I believe it is. Yeah. This guy, he took Half-Life models and then like re-rigged them and made custom animations out of them.
I have not heard of this man. Hold on, I need to look this man up.
Yeah, if one of his videos that I thoroughly enjoy, it's called Half-Life Trailer by James Benson, where he completely retools like the Gordon Freeman Half-Life 1 hands.
Wait, what is this video called?
Half-Life Trailer by try not to try not to get the audio from his video in there.
Oh, Half-Life trailer by James Benson.
Yes,
Oh, is it the one by 7 years ago?
I believe so. That's it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's I'd love to see like a complete rework with his animation work because apparently he worked on what was it, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Really?
Yeah, and I've yet to play it, but from what I've seen, the animations are super slick.
I'll have to check that out.
Um,
Hmm.
have you so if I remember, you've so like you said earlier, you've worked with Antoine Delac. Have you considered working with any other? I'm not sure how many are left of machinima creators.
Um, I mean, yeah, I would like to work with more of them, but um, right now at the moment, no. But yeah, somewhere near the near future, I probably would. Yeah, without a
Mm.
doubt.
When hopefully you got less work on your plate.
Yeah, less work on my plate. Yeah, I'll do that.
Now, how like where do you see machinima going from here? Do you think it's gonna stay in Garrys Mod, or do you think there's gonna be some sort of not replacement, but like sort of upgrade to it?
Um, I feel like there is gonna be some sort of upgrade, but I might just switch back in then from Gmod and maybe like machinima or something like that.
Mm-hmm. If I remember, I read somewhere that I think it was Gary himself, Gary Newman, was working on what was it called? It was some sort of version of Garry's Mod, but it was in the Unreal Engine instead of the Source Engine.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And I'm not sure what the official name on that was, but I think that would yield very interesting results because I feel like that could pull from present versions of Unreal and past versions, so it could cover a lot of bases.
Hmm.
Especially if it uses the same kind of user interface that Garrys Mod does, where you're able to pick, characters and items and sometimes animations for different items.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Ugh, Gmod is so. Everything is so. I haven't seen Gmod in forever. That's the only thing I have to say. I'm just joining in a server. God, it looks amazing.
Yeah, like it. If you look at some of the Garry's Mod models compared to like vanilla Half-Life 2, there have been major updates.
Hmm. Yeah, there has been.
Like
I'm surprised that he's actually put in some updates because he said that he wasn't gonna.
yeah, if not him, I believe he still has. There's like a team at Face Punch that still does that.
Yeah, they said that. Not they said. They said that they're gonna do something like that, like keep it up to date at least. I don't know. I'm at least glad that they have I don't know. I'm speechless right now. At least they have something updating this game, because I always like to see, something new.
Mm. The game Garrys Mod came out in 2009, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Jeez, 10 years. And I mean,
I
I've been Frezzman for just as long.
Because I've been playing Half-Life, and whenever they said Gmod, I'm like, are you kidding me? You serious? Like, whenever the first, believe it or not, whenever I got the game, I got it for free.
Really?
I got this game for free. I didn't say anything, but like, I looked it up the first day it came out. It was just free. I'm like, I'm getting this. What do you mean? This is a steal. And then like now the game is like, I don't know, like $15. I'm pretty sure
I believe it was. I believe it's 10.
it's either 10 or like $15. I'm not sure. Well, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Here, I got you. Yeah, it's
All right,
$10 right now.
$10. I mean, it's still pretty good for a game that like you can do basically anything in it.
Yeah, that might be the hardest part about convincing people I know to play Garry's Mod.
I mean, you could build anything in there. Like if you want to build like some like person that's like dragging itself on the floor, you can do that. It'll be hard without a doubt,
Mm.
but you can do it. You can build a giant skyscraper that meets your expectations with every single uh prop that you want in there, like couches or like lights or lamps, whatever you want. Beds, make a hotel if you wished. You could do it.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to learn like what's it called, the hammer editor, the level maker.
Oh,
I,
I haven't really used that much, but I've seen people use it. It seems pretty fun.
yeah, I'd love to make like I'm pretty sure I'd probably fall into one of those one of the people who like recreates their own house or something like that.
Out of make a dirt house.
I
Uh,
like it's one like whenever I try to explain Garry's Mod to somebody, I'm like, oh, it's a pure sandbox game. They're like, oh, like Project Spark or like Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, no,
I
it,
mean, yeah, you're correct. It's a sandbox, but that's quite more than that.
yeah, it's. Oh, they're like, well, what do you do? I'm like, anything you feel like doing. You can make anything.
God, like, come on. Like, if you want to pick up a saw blade with a gun that literally shoots gravity and controls it, and shoot at a zombie and cut it in half if you wanted to, you can do that.
Yeah,
I mean, you could do anything. Come on.
I like whenever I say oh, you can do anything, then that's where the skepticism apparently kicks in. Oh, you can do anything. What do you mean anything? Well, anything.
Like, anything, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, anything you can possibly think of, you can do.
No questions, alright? Anything. See it for yourself if you must.
Yeah, I like, and whoever's listening to this in the future, go
Year
get
of
Garrys Mod.
2025. Who knows?
After society is crumbled to dust and the wasteland is out there. If my channel survives, go pick up Garry's Mod.
Yeah, later in the future, if you still have a computer in year 6000, yeah, pick up this game.
If the internet has somehow outlived humanity,
If you're a robot with human brain, pick this game.
plug in this cybernetic implant, Garry's Mod.
Yeah, this looks fun. Yeah, I'll buy that.
I'll check it out.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, you said you wanted to contain this to half an hour. Did you want to keep going, or do you want to wrap this up?
Do you have any more questions? Like, I'll do a few more.
I'm, I'm just honestly just happy you're here. Like I said when I first got into the call, I'm super happy to be talking with you.
I'm happy to talk with you too. Then.
Yeah, you're one of like the I think one of the first people I watched on YouTube. I didn't have much internet access when I was when I was younger, but like I wish I had more time. Otherwise, I'd make my own Garrys Mod videos. But like I just
You just don't have the time to put into it.
yeah I followed your tutorials for the stop motion helper and all that, but I just like it finally kind of hit me midway through trying to make something. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be here for a while.
Forever. Yeah. Imagine like how much time do I usually put? Like 20 minutes of it of like video, and like just do that for like forever. Each I don't even know.
Well, I mean I recently made like an 8-bit animation for this channel, 8-bit intro, and that took the better part of a day.
How long is the intro? Like 8 seconds?
It's like, if that, it's like 5 seconds if I remember.
Okay, so a decent intro video. That's not like half an hour like some other people.
It's not, deafening dubstep.
Right?
Oh. Or like weird, really weird like smoke effects and all that. I wish I knew how to do that.
You don't want to know how to do that. It's no good.
Well, I
Wait,
mean,
like in a video or like in your background?
in like the background, like add an effect to like a video.
Uh, don't do that.
Well, I mean, I only recently learned how to key out green screen.
Oh, you're a long way. You're still getting there.
I know like, and you can see it in some of my older videos. You can
All I
see.
can say is, bless your poor soul. That's all I have to say.
Well, like one of my biggest hurdles was like, how do I make a composite shot?
How do I do this? I'll look it up on the internet. It'll help me, right? No.
Oh no, I'm like, how do I make a composite shot? And they're like, well, here's how to do a fire effect. I'm like, I don't want a fire effect.
Here's some filler, and here's maybe something to help you out, but no.
Not enough.
You'll like do it, and then you'll be like, yeah, this don't make sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
My favorite ones is when I have a question regarding a game, like a file isn't working or something, and then I go on a forum and all of the entries are just all the same question that I have and nobody's answered it.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Where's the executable file? Then it's like, all right, let's go to page 5. Where's the executable file?
Page 5. Has anyone solved this yet? Nope. Still on the look. Damn.
And for some reason it says solved.
And then you're like, I can't find it. What do you mean? It's solved. Don't worry. We'll just leave you to. Okay, thank you. Oh, no.
It's solved. Here's the link to the post. And you go to the post and it's like, I think this works.
You do it, doesn't work. Nah,
Yeah.
thanks. Thumbs up.
You know what? Like just talked about that. I think I remember you actually helped me some years ago with Garrys Mod. It was some launch issue I had, and I'm like, and I just messaged you on a whim, like, hey man, I'm having a problem. You're like, oh, just type this into the launch directory.
Yep, that's all you had to do. What was the problem that you had again?
I can't remember what it wasn't. It wasn't the Steam blob issue. I haven't had that problem in years.
Was it like oh, this game cannot open because you're missing like some fold in the game?
I believe so. Yeah.
Because like all you had to do was like uninstall the game, reinstall the game somewhere else, and boom, you have it. It's
Mm. Well, like I see, like you may not realize it. Well, I mean, how would you know? But um, like in my middle school group of friends, you were like the talk of the town.
and how? Okay.
Well, like we'd meet up at lunch. And it's like, did you hear DasBoSchitt came out with a new video? Did you check it out?
Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? Oh yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, exactly. But then, like when you helped me out with that, like the next day, I'm like, guess who I got to talk to?
Bro, nothing much, but guess who I got to talk to? Nothing personal.
I'm like famous now.
Yeah, see me in like a couple years in Hollywood. Don't mind me.
You know what? I say that I did that then, but I'm pretty sure right after this interview, I'm gonna go do that again.
Right? You're gonna be opening Gmod. You're like, wow, what a relic of the past, and you're opening it. And it's like, oh, doesn't work. You'll just say, hey, can you help me out? And you're like, oh yeah, sure.
Guess I gotta uninstall and reinstall it somewhere else again.
Ah, this guy.
Ah, shucks.
Well, I don't know. I think we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, I am full out of questions.
You're out of questions. I thought you'd be here for like an hour. I'm kidding.
I mean, I could, but then it just ended up with me going, man, I'm such a big fan.
Right? You'd be like blabbering on it, then you'll say it again, and I was like, okay, you're repeating yourself now.
all right, calm
All
down.
right, all right, I understand. No, you don't understand. I'm your biggest fan. All right, okay. And then it just starts getting weird. I'll just have to like push you away now.
You don't understand. I'm your biggest fan.
Like, where's your address? Oh, okay, we're out of here.
All right, I gotta go.
I gotta leave now. Yeah, see ya never.
But all right, let me wrap this up real quick. Hey,
Okay.
I know I'm terrible at starting and stopping interviews.
Don't worry, you'll get better.
I think that's part of the charm, you know.
Yeah.
Just take the steering wheel and just drive the conversation off a cliff, you know.
Yep, that's the best way to do it, because you get to some funny stuff.
Well, hey man, it was super nice talking to you, and
Oh.
I'm surprised this went so well. I thought I'd be a stuttering mess throughout this whole thing.
Right, you thought you'd make me mad, and you'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean it.
Oh man, I love your old
No, it's
videos.
okay.
And you're like, oh, great. All right.
I'm surprised you weren't berating me with, like, questions. I'm like, okay. I feel a little uncomfortable now.
When are you gonna make a new video? No, I totally understand. Takes time, and you're busy, so it's kind of a double hit there.
Yeah. At least throughout this, I could at least get someone that understands
Mm-hmm.
what's happening,
Oh yeah.
You don't get those people a lot, alright? You could just walk by and say, yeah, he can make a good friend. No.
No.
No. But I'm pretty sure this outro was pretty nice. See? You just did an outro right there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nah, I'm joking. Alright, how about let's test an outro for you, alright? Do one right now.
Thank you, DasBoSchitt, for being on Demasked. Once again, I'm Frezzman. Thank you for stopping by, whoever's watching this, and thank you for stopping by DasBoSchitt.
No problem.
Does that work?
That works. You're right on the dot. God, you make me smile like the entire time.